Hello folks, it's Monday, July 25th, 2022. I just want to give you a quick update. I haven't been here for a while, but I've been gathering data, and this is what I've come up with. That shining from the last video, from the thing being clean, it actually starts right around this area close to Houston. It's in Texas, and you can see it close. If you look closely, you can see how it just starts right here, and it travels through the whole continent. And at the end of the day, like around 10 o'clock at night, I'll film it later, it goes all back in. It creates like a force field of some kind, and it stays all day long, like the sun powers it or something. And then at the end of the day, when the sun goes down, it all goes back to the same exact spot and disappears. So right now it's 1 o'clock p.m. It starts like at 8 a.m. And so at 1 o'clock, this is how big it is already. Boom. It's like all of Texas and Southwest. Now, if you look at these other angles, you can see it right here too. You can see where it starts in Texas. And all of this is clean black because of the Orgone too that I've had working behind the scenes. There's a close-up of it in Texas. You can see how sometimes it starts over here, sometimes it starts on the Leyline over there by Baja California, but it always starts to the left of Houston, somewhere around this area, and it goes throughout the whole world. I've been looking on the big angle, and check this out. Okay, let me see. Boom, South America gets it too. While this one's going on over here, at the same time down here, South America has a force field because of that Orgone. Because it all started when I started doing it, and not just there. If you look closely, at the opposite time of the day over here in Africa, it's doing it too. Over here, that's Africa right there, the tip of it. So you could also see where Icarus, where I have the new dish I have it pointing this direction. You can see exactly the line that it cuts through all the way down to here, a straight line, exactly where I'm pointing it. All that dark line right there. You might not be able to see it on this video that well, but if you go to weather.cod.edu, it'll show. But it's right here. You can see it clearly. It's a dark line going all the way down. That's from Icarus, my latest satellite dish pointing this way, because I'm guarding against the hurricanes, so they're not going to come in this season. Okay, so towards the end of the day, I'm going to film the rest of it, where it comes back all the way, because this is going to get all white from this shimmering, and it's going to come back, so I'll film it later. Okay, it's still July 25th. It's 10 p.m. and as you can see, the shimmering, like I said, it comes back at the end of the night and it disappears in the same spot where it started, right there. It's very visible. You can see that. And I have a vortex spinning around Texas. That's because all the satellite dishes that I have is keeping all the bad weather out. Here's another view. You can see it disappearing right there in Texas. All the shine. See, there's a close-up of Texas. Right next to Houston, along a ley line, I'm sure. It's got to be. It goes in the earth and it comes out in other spots. That shine, and it wasn't doing that before. That's from Orgone. I tapped into some kind of Leyline distribution network or something. See, it's disappearing right here in Texas. Right there. It's going away. Morning it starts, like I said. There's a Gulf. See how clean it all is? There's a vortex spinning around Texas for me. It has been for a while. and see that shine disappears right there, right in the middle of Texas. And isn't it coincidental that all this darkness around this whole area, the center of it, and the strongest part is right there where I said I am? Even the Gulf and everything, it's keeping out storms and everything. And because the darkness means that it's clean. So that dark that you see is the cleaning effects of the Orgone. So the sun right now is so hot because it's cleaning all the atmosphere and burning off all the toxins that they've been spraying and stuff for a long time. That's why it's shining now, and it's very dark and clear. You can see the rest of the water and stuff. It's gray and hazy, and that's because it's pollution. That's what that mess is. And some up here too in Canada that hasn't cleaned all the way yet because it's kind of far. My range is pretty far though, as you can see, pretty dang far. See, it hits all the way over here, like by South America. And the shine is already gone in South America because it's the wrong part of the day. It comes out before it does over here. So it comes out first here and it shines, and it starts going away when this is starting out in the North American continent up here. And then it jumps over here to Africa, to the tip of it. I've seen it do that a couple times on the tip. Unfortunately, with this radar, you can't see all of the whole world, only for some reason just the North and South American continents, and just the tip of Africa, and that's it. Unless you can figure out a way, but it's because of this radar. This is the only type of radar that you can see what's going on with this shine and all that, and the way that it cuts through the cloud. The Orgone cuts through all the weather. This is the only kind of satellite out of all of them that I've seen that you can actually see it, and it's visible, and it's on this clean long wave infrared imagery. That's the kind of satellite that it uses for this. For some reason, it sees the Orgone, and it's the only one that you can see it on. That's why I use this exclusively. But you can see all this dark clean. That's me. And the whole Gulf right now is protected by Icarus, and I'm not going to let any storms in because right now it's going to be hurricane season. So as you can see, it's disappearing where it started. Just like I said, and that shimmer, it's some kind of a force field Orgone or something. The sun activates it just like the infrared heat lamps activate my Orgone on those dishes. Whenever it gets really hairy, I turn those on for direct hit on hurricanes. You see on some of the other videos, if you look at them, I'll show you how I push them to the side and all that, and you can see them side by side with this. It wasn't shining like this before. It wasn't black and clear like this before. And if you look really, really close, you can see a shimmering effect where it's like actually blinking. The energy is blinking in the darkness. It's weird. I've never seen that before. But so anyway, that was an update. I just wanted to show you really quick because there's really no storms that I can bust, because that's really what I am, is a real storm buster, not like these other fake wannabes, because they just chase them around and show you what destructive tornadoes and hurricanes are, but I actually stop them. So there's not going to be any more Katrinas or any of that crap in Houston. And as far as I can tell, I don't know if they're going to come in the Gulf at all anymore, because I have more equipment now, especially Icarus. If you look at my past videos and you look at Icarus, that's a bad motherfucker right there. And like I said, this type of radar is the only one that you can see the effects of Orgone and what it's doing, how it's cleaning everything, how it's balancing everything, how it's keeping away hurricanes in Houston for the past 3 years. And they're all documented on the past videos with satellite like this, with real-time a recording of it during the storm. So you can go back and look at them. There's probably 60 videos. I've been doing it for 3 years, and I'm not doing this for any money. This is all for free. And not only is it cleaning the air and everything, but it's It's also cleaning the land and the water and the people in it, because this goes through your body, just like the Orgone when it freezes water in the freezer, and you can see a vortex that's spinning from that. It's like that, but it does that to your whole body and the air around you, and the more power you put to it, the farther it could go. Like I do with these satellite dishes, you could focus the energy. But this is what it does right here. See that vortex right there? Nothing else does that. You put that in the freezer with water, it's gonna freeze water like that, like a tornado. There's another one. That's just with different types. But the one that you can see it the best with would be a pyramid or a cone. But those other ones work too. The Cloudbuster from Wilhelm Reich, he was making it rain in places where it's never rained before, like in years. And that's because that's caused by, on purpose or whatever. They do that to cause droughts and make the prices go up. This guy was making it rain in places where it hadn't rained in years, and so by the same token, you can stop storms that are coming in too, because they make those too. So Orgone does it all. It balances everything. Here's another one. This is one of the best ones right here. Look at that. You can see that twister on the bottom and how it's spinning in two different directions right here on the bottom and right here. That's from a little piece of Orgone, and I did this myself. This is not off the internet, folks. I tested all this shit myself, and by trial and error, I figured it out. So that's just an update for you. This is the shining, as I want to call this video, and you can actually see faces in this shit. Look at it really close. There's a face that comes out right there. I've been noticing that in the middle of Texas because that's where I'm at. And these demons that I'm stopping, if you want to get technical, these archons, they get so big and furious that somehow these people with CERN or however they do it, they make these things right on top of storms and hurricanes because they want to kill like whole towns and shit. That's how evil they are. Somehow they can attach it to storms. But kind of by trial and error, I figured it out. And with the help of some other people, some other advice, this looks like a lion. If you look at that really close, that's a lion face right here. Look at that. Some kind of human face. It was doing that yesterday too. I noticed that. It's like three-dimensional, almost like an MRI. Like all the layers. You see that? I'm telling you, folks, there's something weird going on, and I think this has got to be God, man. It's not me. I mean, I helped do it, but this is like the power of God right here, because it's using elementals in all kinds of different ways. And the main thing is that it's saving lives because it's keeping away storms. And look how dark and clear this is. I mean, that's no coincidence, folks. I'm right here in Houston. We're right in the middle. You think that's coincidental? I have two dishes going this way, and one going this way, and one going this way still. So it's like basically north, south, east, and west. I'm the new news, because all the weather and all that, because news stands for north, east, south, and west. They direct you what to see. It's all death. It's a death cult, and then they give you they don't even know what the fuck's going on with weather. They create half of it. That's how they know some of it. And so I'm just trying to balance it. But don't mean to ramble on, folks. I just want to show you really quick, because I haven't done anything in a while, and I don't know if there's going to be really any hurricanes to worry about this season. I mean, I'm sure there is, but I'm going to do my best to take care of them. I don't think they can figure it out yet how to stop me. They've tried, trust me. They've been trying for a long time, and I've barely survived, because somehow they know. Somehow these people know, and they're trying to stop me. So I need all the help I can get, folks. Help me hang in there, and just look at this, man. This is amazing. The Orgone starts right there in the morning at 8, 9 o'clock, and it spreads out the opposite of this, and it goes up to the whole continent. At the end of the day, it comes right back, poof, and disappears the same spot, right through the ley line. Sometimes it's right here, sometimes it's over here in Baja. There's another main ley line right there. But this one right here connects through the middle all the way to over here in Bermuda Triangle. It's the same ley line. And going this way parallel, this is the same ley line. Houston's 29th parallel, 29.3 something, is the actual Cairo and Egypt and the pyramids and all that shit is on the same ley line. It's not on the 33rd. So everybody's confused and said it's the 33rd. No, 33rd is Dallas. Actually 32 point something. That's Dallas. That's up here. No. 30th parallel, 29 point something. That is Houston. That's the pyramids and all that shit. That's the ley line that they're on. So really, if you flip it backwards, really this is supposed to be Egypt, and all this is the Nile is really the Mississippi. It's like a mirror. So, welcome to the promised land. I'm gonna free all the slaves. I'm gonna try. Hang in there. Love you guys. Until next time. Smoke and Hurricane Joe and the adventures that never were.